Vietnam Weekly News Highlights. Real estate still attracts investment cash flow in 2022. Foreign tourist arrivals to Vietnam up 42.4% in November. Viet Nam Airlines debuts regular U.S. direct flight. Foreign capital flow in Vietnam hits $26.46 billion in 11 months. Vietnam's foreign trade up 22.3% in 11 months. Vietnam good for long-term investment. World Health Organization backs Vietnam's proposal to become a regional hub for vaccine manufacturing. Mr. David Jackson, CEO of Colliers Vietnam, said that in the context of the complicated pandemic, industrial real estate in 2021 would still remain vibrant and be the brightest segment compared to other segments in the real estate market. 2022, it was likely that this segment would continue to shine. New industrial parks had been planned or built throughout the North, Central and South provinces to meet this demand, leading to the booming industrial real estate market in the past time, despite the pandemic. Besides, factory and warehouse services, with the strong growth momentum of e-commerce and logistics services, also promised great potential. Vietnam welcomed over 15,000 foreign tourists in November, up 42.4% from October, according to the General Statistics Office. The rise is attributed to the government's decision to allow a pilot program to welcome back international tourists who join package tours via either charter flights or international commercial flights to designated places and tourism facilities in Phu Quoc, Hien Giang, Con Hoa, Quang Nam, Da Nang and Quang Ninh. In the first 11 months of this year, the number of foreign tourist arrivals to Vietnam was 140,100, down 96.3% year-on-year. A regular non-stop flight from Ho Chi Minh City touched down in San Francisco on November 28, 2021, the first operated by a Vietnamese carrier to the U.S. The flight, carrying over 30 passengers, mainly Vietnamese Americans, took off from Tan Son Nhut International Airport in Ho Chi Minh City at 8:57 p.m. Sunday, local time, and landed at San Francisco International Airport at 7:42 p.m. Sunday, local time, after a 13,000-kilometer journey. Besides, a non-stop flight from San Francisco landed at Da Nang International Airport on December 1, 2021, marking the first regular direct service from the U.S. to Vietnam operated by a domestic carrier. The Vietnam Airlines flight carrying 170 passengers embarked from San Francisco International Airport at 11:28 p.m. Monday, local time, and landed at Da Nang International Airport at 6:03 a.m. Wednesday, local time, after a 14,000-kilometer journey. Foreign direct investment, FDI, registered in Vietnam reached $26.46 billion as of November 20, up 0.1% year-on-year, according to the Ministry of Planning and Investment. Notably, the total additional registered capital stood at over $8 billion, an annual rise of 26.7%. During the period, $14.1 billion was poured into 1,577 newly licensed projects, up 3.76% in value, but down 31.8% in volume over the same period last year. The remaining investment was used for capital contribution and share purchases in a total 3,466 transactions. Vietnam's foreign trade surged 22.3% year-on-year in the first 11 months of this year to exceed $599.1 billion. The figure reached $59.7 billion in November, up 8.5% month-on-month and 19.7% year-on-year, the General Statistics Office announced on November 29. The country exported $29.9 billion worth of commodities in November, up 3.6% month-on-month and 18.5% year-on-year. The U.S. remained the biggest buyer of Vietnamese products, importing $84.8 billion worth of goods from the Southeast Asian country in the period, a year-on-year increase of 22.2%. It was followed by China, $50.5 billion, the EU, $35.7 billion, ASEAN, $25.9 billion, the Republic of Korea, $20 billion, and Japan, $18 billion. Besides, Vietnam posted a trade surplus of $225 million in the first 11 months, ending the continual trade deficit of nearly half a year due to COVID-19. 78% of American companies in Vietnam say the country remains a positive or very positive long-term investment destination. A November 15th to 17th survey by the American Chamber of Commerce, AmCham, in Vietnam also found 25% of the respondents saying they expect to recover to normal operations by the end of this year, while 2/3 anticipate recovery by the first half next year. World Health Organization, WHO Director General Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus said WHO backs Vietnam's proposal of turning itself into a regional hub of vaccine manufacturing. The WHO chief made the statement in response to an initiative raised by Vietnamese President Nguyen Xuan Phuc as he visited WHO headquarters in Geneva, Switzerland, on Sunday, local time, as part of his official trip to the European country. The meeting also saw the presence of Seth Berkley, CEO of the Vaccine Alliance, Gavi, and Aurélien Nguyen, Managing Director of the COVAX facility. Head of WHO said he is impressed with the efforts and successes of Vietnam in the COVID-19 fight and socio-economic recovery, and that Vietnam's experience could offer valuable lessons for the international community. Hanoi Weekly News Highlights. Ecopark deploys the first commercial center on the water in Vietnam. Hanoi will spend 5,800 billion VND to build resettlement houses and renovate old apartments. First 3 battery electric bus lines to be launched in Hanoi in December. Hanoi to pour $19.2 billion in housing development in 2021 to 2025 period. The Island Mall is the first commercial center on the water in Vietnam, located entirely in Marina Bay of Ecopark urban area. The project consists of 3 iconic towers built on the water, connected by bridges, and a large-scale floating stage and music complex on the lake. This project has a scale of tens of thousands of square meters, and it is expected that more than 100 fashion brands, cuisine, and entertainment centers will converge here. It is expected that when completed, this place can attract nearly 5 million visitors per year. The Hanoi People's Committee has just issued a decision approving the housing development plan in Hanoi, period 2021 to 2025. The City People's Committee has set a target of about 44 million square meters of total residential floor area for development in the 2021 to 2025 period. The average housing area per capita in the whole city is 29.5 square meters per person. The proportion of housing types that need investment and construction in projects in areas where it is possible to arrange social housing according to the planning is 90% for apartment houses, 10% for single-family homes. The percentage of residential floor for lease in investment projects to build social housing must reach at least 30% of the total floor area in each project. The city also specifically determines the residential floor area of the annual segments for the period 2021 to 2025 in the city. Hanoi will start operating the first 3 battery electric bus lines from December 2nd, and the city will add other 6 routes to its mass transit network by 2022. According to the director of the Hanoi Department of Transport Vu Van Veen. The 3 lines include the My Dinh, Hem Gi, Ocean Park, Long Bien Ca Gia Smart City, and My Dinh Station Ocean Park lines, Veen said. In the first quarter of 2022, Hanoi will continue to launch 2 more, with one connecting Hao Nam with Ocean Park urban area, and the other running from Giap Bat to Ocean Park urban area. 4 other lines would begin operation in the second quarter of 2022, including the Long Bien Qua Nam Smart City, Hanoi Administrative Building on Vo Chi Song Street Times City Ho Tay Water Park, and the Smart City Vincom Long Bien lines. The rapid urbanization rate is putting Hanoi under huge pressure to meet the growing demand for housing, for which new projects and residential areas worth VND 437 trillion, $19.2 billion, are under construction and help improve the people's living standards. Under Program Number 03 of the Municipal Party Committee on Urban Economic Development, and renovation in the 2021 to 2025 period. The city is set to speed up urban development towards sustainability, smart, and green growth for greater climate resilience. A key criterion in this program is to increase the average housing space per person in the city to around 27.6 to 29.5 square meters, taking the combined newly developed housing area to 20.44 million square meters and 25,000 social apartments.
Ho Chi Minh Weekly News Highlights.
Expats rank Ho Chi Minh City 6th best city to live, work. Ho Chi Minh City converts over 901 hectares of rice land. Ho Chi Minh City seeks to pilot electric buses next year. Ho Chi Minh City readies stations for public bike service. Ho Chi Minh City's first bridge open to traffic after social distancing. Viet Nam's biggest metropolis, Ho Chi Minh City, was ranked the 6th best globally for expatriates to live and work in 2021. In the Expat City ranking by Internations, the largest global community and information site for expats, Ho Chi Minh City has now fallen to 6th place among cities for foreigners to live and work in. The survey polled more than 12,420 respondents representing 174 nationalities. They were asked about the quality of urban living, getting settled, urban work life, finance and housing, cost of living, and happiness level. It tops the finance subcategory, with 75% of expats saying their disposable household income is more than enough to cover expenses against 52% globally, and 77% saying they are satisfied with their financial situation against the global average of 64%. Singapore at the 5th position, and Ho Chi Minh City are the only other Southeast Asian cities to make the top 10. Director of the Department of Natural Resources and Environment of Ho Chi Minh City Nguyen Ton Tang informed that based on the proposal of the People's Committees of Districts and Thursday Duc City, the department had sent a report to the Municipal People's Committee to submit to the city's People's Council to approve the list of projects that need land acquisition and agricultural land use purpose conversion in the city. Among 43 projects that need land acquisition, 21 projects need to change the land use purpose for rice land, of which 3 projects need changing the land use purpose of rice land above 10 hectares. 6 projects need changing the land use purpose of rice land under 10 hectares, and 1 project needs changing the land use purpose of protection forest land under 20 hectares. 32 projects need to adjust the area of land acquisition and the land use purpose of rice and forest land. Ho Chi Minh City's Transport Department has proposed having electric buses operate on 5 routes on a trial basis within the first quarter of next year. In a proposal sent recently to the city's administration, the department stated the pilot plan should be carried out in 2 years, with the city subsidizing 44% of the operation cost. The plan is to serve public transport development and reduce emissions in Ho Chi Minh City, it noted. As proposed, the 5 routes would link Vinhomes Grand Park, a residential area in Thursday Duc City, with Tan Son Nhat International Airport, Saigon Bus Station in District 1, New Minh Dong, Southeastern Region, Bus Station, and the precinct of Viet Nam National University, Ho Chi Minh City in Thursday Duc. For now, bus stations already exist at 5 destinations, and if approved, the investor only needs to establish a station at Vinhomes Grand Park, the department affirmed. About 77 electric buses would be used, with each having a capacity of 65 to 70 passengers, including standing. A total 43 public bicycle stations in downtown Ho Chi Minh City are expected to enter operation on December 10th. A representative of investor Trinam Corporation on Saturday said it has trialed the parking system along La Loi Street in District 1, one among 43 stations across the downtown district. The stations are located near bus stations, parks and tourist attractions. Each station spans 10 to 15 square meters and is capable of hosting up to 20 bikes. The Ho Chi Minh City Department of Transport said stations must also leave enough space on sidewalks for pedestrians to move. Trinam is planning to launch the public bike service as a trial starting December 10th. As many as 500 bicycles have been transported to the city for this purpose. The bicycles utilize GPS, smart locks and Bluetooth. The cost to rent one is VND 5,000, 22 cents for 30 minutes and VND 10,000 for an hour. More price ranges would become available in future, while bikes could initially be rented for free for the first 15 minutes as a way to attract customers. On December 5th, the Transportation Works Construction Investment Project Management Authority of Ho Chi Minh City, TCIP, officially allowed traffic onto the newly constructed Branch 1 of Bung Bridge on Lutrong Tan Str connecting Binh Tan and Tan Phu districts. The first section of Branch 1 is 348 m long, 11 m wide, has an average cross-section of 35 m, equipped with drainage, lighting and greenery systems. The opening of Branch 1 is to provide convenient commuting for people, resolve traffic congestion, help improve traffic infrastructure, and offer inter-regional connectivity in the northwest area of Ho Chi Minh City. This is the first project completed while the city is recovering from COVID-19 and transitioning to the construction of the remaining Branch 2. The Holbung Bridge project is planned to be completed before September 2, 2022. According to TCIP, the project has a total investment of 515 billion Viet Nam dong, with the two branches 555 meters long, made of reinforced concrete and pre-stressed reinforced concrete, with a total length of 207 meters and an average width of 22 meters.